LA Theater Works presents Speech and Debate by Stephen Karam, starring Andrea Bowen, Bobby Steggert, Gideon Glick, and Nora Dunn. In the strange country that lies between adolescence and adulthood, where grown-up ideas and ambitions coexist with childish will and bravado, 3 high school misfits are accidentally brought together by a sex scandal involving a teacher. They quickly realize that 3 voices are stronger than one, and decide to form a speech and debate squad to launch a broadside against the hypocrisy of the adult world. So take your seat and hold on to your hats. Curtain going up for Speech and Debate by Stephen Karam, starring Andrea Bowen, Bobby Steggert, Gideon Glick, and Nora Dunn.
Round 1, poetry reading.
I'm scared.
Why?
You're too young.
Says who?
The police?
Wah.
LOL.
I'm 18. Blonde. Smooth. Lean. Legal.
You're of age?
In Oregon.
Are you sure?
Yes, sirree.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
I like you.
You like you. Right?
Yes.
Why?
Energy. Wonder. Optimism.
Tight ass.
LOL.
LOL.
ROFL.
ROFL.
Rolling on the floor laughing. I'm 36. That too old?
Not too old.
But
Are you generous?
send a pic.
Hold on a sec. What's your job?
I can't say. I'm discreet.
Closet case.
Frowny face.
Priest?
No.
Pope?
Yes.
That's hot.
Will wear my pointy hat when you visit the Vatican.
LOL.
Meet me now.
Where?
Riverfront Park.
When?
Midnight.
Okay.
Send your pic to dramedy@aol.com.
Holy shit.
Round 2, Lincoln Douglas debate.
Why can't I write about abortion?
This is the principal's decision, Solomon. It's too controversial. The school paper can't tackle these issues. Trust me. I've moderated this paper for years, and parents complain every time without
But isn't
fail.
that the point of the school paper, to create a forum for students to discuss issues actually affecting us? Why is the school allowed to ban the most controversial issues?
Abortion is the only topic that is off limits. You have lots of others to choose from.
How about religion?
You can't write about religion.
Why not?
Separation of church and state. You know this. Other than that, the principal has been very clear. No abortion op-eds, no pro-choice pieces, no pro-life pieces. I'm sorry.
What about an article about the mayor
That would be fine.
and how he's had sex with teenagers? It's in today's Statesman Journal. Have you read it?
I've glanced at the headline.
Our 55-year-old mayor has had sex with 3 teenage boys.
The facts are
The
not
facts are
known.
that he's a right-wing Republican, an opponent of gay rights, and is now accused of having secret online relationships with several teenage boys.
These stories take time to unfold. We won't know the truth for some time.
Which is why my article is more about the pattern. A pattern of Republican politicians. I've been researching this on the internet, even in the last few years alone.
You sound as if you've already started writing this. You never received my
In
approval.
2004, just let me read this a bit, David Dreyer, 12-term Republican congressman who voted for a measure that banned gays from adopting children in Washington, D.C., is revealed to be, surprise, living with a man.
Solomon, I'm not sure what
2006,
you're...
Mark Foley is texting pages in the Capitol building, which any idiot should know those files will be stored in your cache.
Your what?
And no one's learning any lessons. There's Ed Schrock, a Ted Haggard.
Can you wrap it up,
Larry
please?
Craig, Bob Allen, he's my favorite, Florida co-chairman of the McCain campaign. The man introduced legislation to outlaw people from, quote, intentionally masturbating in public, well, as opposed to accidentally masturbating. And then he gets caught in a bathroom offering a police officer $20 for a blowjob.
Okay.
And now it's happening right here in Salem. Now, our mayor has opposed every bit of gay rights legislation proposed in Oregon, and yet he's...
Slow down. First of all, you're making these issues uniquely Republican. You could easily research Democratic scandals. President Clinton.
People expect that kind of behavior from Democrats. I'm just saying my piece is exploring the phenomenon of Republican conservatives, politicians who spend their careers championing morality, American values, the sanctity of marriage, and people like our mayor, Congressman Foley, Rick Santorum.
Rick Santorum isn't gay.
Well, not yet, but the pattern suggests.
You're trying to cause a stir, and
I'm trying to figure out how a man can make the decision to live a fictional life so fully that he becomes capable of publicly pushing policy that cuts against who he is.
Have you talked to your parents about this? These things you want to write about?
No, they think I'm writing about abortion. This topic would be too controversial for them.
Isn't abortion controversial?
No, we're Catholic.
Right. Well, the fact that you don't feel comfortable speaking to your parents about your new topic, maybe that's what I'm feeling. This subject is a bit, what's the word?
Dirty?
No, not dirty. Taboo.
You need to read this to appreciate how good this is. Hold on.
Solomon, please.
The editor of the newspaper confronts our mayor and asks, Mr. Mayor, why don't you just come clean and tell me that being gay is part of who you are? We have several transcripts from gay.com in which you admit to your fondness for young men. But the amazing thing is the mayor refuses to come out, even after being caught, even after all the evidence. The mayor says, I am a straight man who likes to mentor kids. On gay.com?
Solomon, enough.
Are you mad because you supported his campaign?
Excuse me?
I have a program here from a fundraising dinner listing you as a sponsor for the Mayor's County Initiative. You're listed under $50 or less. I Googled you.
What are you doing? Have you been tape recording me?
Yes, I have a release form here for you to sign. At the end of our talk, if you don't mind.
I'm not signing anything. Why would I sign something? And please turn that off.
But you did support his campaign.
What? That has absolutely nothing to do with my disapproving your topic. And please turn that off.
Are you a log cabin Republican?
Am I what?
Well, the Oregonian says he's the first Republican mayor in 15 years to lose the backing of the Salem chapter of that group. I'm wondering why this event...
No, of course I'm not. I'm not even... Of course I'm not.
Well, you're not what? What is a log cabin Republican?
You know what? Why don't you ask your parents?
I'll Google it.
Google it then. Good.
I know you're not a lesbian.
Solomon.
But I'm just saying, why would I have to ask my parents? Why can't we talk about anything real in school? Why is everybody so nervous?
Turn the recorder off.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of writing a separate, bigger piece about freedom of speech in high schools. And if it's good, I can have my dad pitch it to his friend who works at the Oregonian. Oh, my dad's a lawyer. He knows tons of people.
Is this why you keep choosing controversial subjects? So I can reject them and fuel your story?
No.
Because your father was one of the parents who complained to the principal about some of the topics the paper has published this year. I thought you were aware of this.
No, No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, talk to your parents, Solomon.
I can't believe he talked to you.
Not all kids your age are mature enough to handle these topics.
They're probably the ones having sex with the mayor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Talk to your parents about this, please.
Everyone always says that. Talk to your parents, ask your parents. Why can't we talk about these things in school?
The school district has several forums. There are at least 3 assemblies every year.
Yes, I know. Have you ever sat in on one of them? There's the stranger danger session where we're told by some experts not to let anyone touch us in our bathing suit areas. That's what they say, our bathing suit areas. Half our class is having real life, actual sex. I'm not, but and they're talking to us about our bathing suit areas. Why don't they talk about stuff we actually want to know about? Like, how do you actually do oral sex?
Okay, time's up.
I'm going to write this story.
Have you considered finding another outlet for all this energy? What about speech and debate? It's a brand new activity for us. Next year, there will be a faculty advisor to start up the first team.
No, I'm a journalist. I don't like public speaking. You're trying to change the subject.
Miss Langen is looking for a student volunteer to learn about the different events. Someone to raise student interest now so that the club can hit the ground running next year.
Every morning when it's announced, people laugh. Everyone thinks it's a joke. I mean, she's not going to find anyone.
You should at least learn about the different events.
I'll Google it.
Google it then. Good.
So do you have any other comments, clarifications before we end the interview?
It's not an interview, and if you use any of my quotes out of context, I will personally escort you to the principal's office.
I could write an article about how Abraham Lincoln was a homosexual.
Solomon.
In civics class, you told us that he was.
No, I did not. You asked me if I mentioned in passing that several historians... I never. And I stress that there is no evidence to... And Solomon, is that tape recorder on?
Was I supposed to keep it off?
Yes.
Sorry.
Just let me speak to the principal, okay? Let's see what Miss Langan says, and I'll get back to you, okay?
Thank you.
Round 3, extemporaneous commentary.
Sitting at my Casio keyboard. Thank God it's built to pre-record. Otherwise I couldn't play and sing at the same time. I'm sitting at my Casio keyboard, kinda drunk and really fucking bored. Otherwise I'd have better things to do than update my blog on a Friday night. Welcome to the first podcast entry of my diary, updated daily at monoblog.com. Let's hear it from my band. That's Casio in the background. Casio's been programmed to play the only 3 chords I know over and over while I improvise a new song live before your ears, America. Ideally, the music would be a little more interesting, but I can't play and sing at the same time, and I have no friends to help me out. But Diwata, you're saying to yourselves, you're so odd and frumpy, you must have friends. But no, I don't. All I have is my music. There is music in my body. Nice. The upcoming auditions for this year's spring musical were the inspiration for this live streaming musical entry. My high school will be doing the timeless classic, Once Upon a Mattress. And this year, like every other year, I will not get cast because of my talentless drama teacher, a man I will call Gay Guy with a receding hairline in order to protect Mr. Walter M. Healy's anonymity. But this year, I think America should decide whether or not I get to showcase my skills in North Salem High's multi-purpose room. But Diwata, you're asking, how can we show you our undying love? Calm yourselves. I will tell you. You see, Mr. Healy was foolish enough to include his email address on the bottom of his class syllabus. So I say, let the e-campaign begin. If you think that I should play the lead in the spring play, write to the fool at dramedy@aol.com. That's DRAMEDY@AOL.com. Mr. Healy, this verse is for you. Mr. Healy, you're a crap sandwich. I'm pure and you're a crap sandwich. Get some bread, your balding head, and some more bread. You have your head between bread. Crab sandwich, yeah. Fierce. I totally improv that. That's right. What you heard was free form, free flow, yo-ho, yo-ho. But I know some people listening are gonna go, maybe it's Miss Monoblog who's the freak, they're saying. Well, I happen to know firsthand that it's Mr. Healy who's got problems. Let's just say that our fine mayor isn't the only one keeping secrets. But if you still think Miss Monoblog is just a crazy drama queen, allow me to share a brief story with you that will clear all of this up. At Friday's drama club meeting, Mr. Healy proudly announced that he will be altering the plot of our spring musical, Once Upon a Mattress, ever so slightly to make it more appropriate for the needs of our conservative community. Lady Larkin, the character who needs to get married ASAP because she is pregnant out of wedlock, will no longer be pregnant. That's right, to avoid the raciness of an unwed mom, Lady Larkin will just really want to get married. We have a teen mothers program at our high school and the man thinks an unwed mother is too racy for us? Are we in Salem, Oregon or Salem, Massachusetts circa 1620, whenever those witches were being hunted? Well, you can't burn me, this witch is fireproof. So try and hang me and see how strong my neck is. Bold. That's an excerpt from Headstrong, a ballad from my new original musical, Crucible, based on Arthur Miller's play, The Crucible. The show is told entirely from the perspective of Mary Warren, a part I was born to play, and a part that I was denied last year by the man who shall remain nameless, Mr. Walter M. Healy. Currently, Crucible is on hiatus until I rewrite the plot or until Arthur fucking Miller's estate agrees to release the rights to me. Whatever. Try to burn me, but you'll be dead wrong. You can try to hang me, but this girl is headstrong. Wicked. Enough about me. Right now, I'm worried about the composer of Once Upon a Mattress, Mary Rogers. Because once she hears about Mr. Healy's heinous changes, she will die. And if she's already dead, she will karate kick her way out of her coffin to find Mr. Healy and slap him in the balls. And so, an impromptu dirge for Miss Mary. Oh, 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 oh.
Mother, back off!
Oh, all the guys sing. Oh, oh,
Shut the door. We're gonna listen to this. Is that okay?
oh, and all the ladies go. Oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, oh, we, sitting at my Casio keyboard. Thank God it's built to pre-record. Otherwise, I couldn't play and sing at the same time. I'm having technical difficulties, so I leave you with this. Lady Larkin and I have a lot in common. We aren't both perfectly pretty, and I don't have Lady Larkin's perfect soprano voice. But we had something in common until you messed everything up. Fuck you, Mr. Healy.
Liked your blog entry. Have my own dirt on Healy. You're right. Mayor isn't the only one keeping secrets. Call me. 503-555-4756. Message posted by blboy@aol.com at 7:58 p.m.
Round 4, storytelling.
Hello?
Hi, I'm looking for the person who owns the screen name BL Boy. It's an AOL screen name. Boy is spelled B-O-I.
Who is this?
I'm a reporter from The Trojan. I just read a post on a website called monoblog.com. It listed this number. The post read, "Got my own dirt on Healy. You're right, Mayor isn't the only one keeping secrets."
I didn't realize my post was public. Sorry. I posted it for the girl who did that podcast.
I'm working on a story for The Trojan involving the mayor's sex scandal. I'd like to interview you.
Why do you want to interview me?
Well, your message implies that Mr. Healy has also had relationships with young guys like the mayor. That might be newsworthy. He is a high school teacher.
Wait, is it Trojan? Is that the school paper?
Don't hang up, please. I just want to find out what you know about Mr. Healy. Can you just tell me that?
No, sorry.
I know you think I'm not a real reporter, but I have lots of experience. I've already won some awards.
Like what kind of experience? What kind of awards?
Like several things, like honorable mention in the National Write and Illustrate Your Own Book contest.
I got 3rd place in that contest when I was in 5th grade. Isn't it only open to younger kids?
If you let me finish, I'm the first sophomore to become an associate editor of The Trojan.
And isn't it called the Oregon Write and Illustrate Your Own Book contest? It's not national. I am not talking to you. I should have talked to you.
Because you posted a private message to a public bulletin board and I read it, and I can direct anyone to that website, including Mr. Healy or real reporters who will cover the story and find out your secret whether you want them to or not.
Dude, relax, okay? Don't do that. Don't be afraid, please.
I won't. I'm sorry.
So, goodbye? Okay?
What was your story about?
What?
Well, you said you got 3rd place, so I'm just asking.
Why the hell did you ask me that?
You don't have to tell me
I'm
if you
not
don't
going to tell you. Goodbye,
Tell me or I'll call
okay?
Mr. Healy. What was it about? Are you there?
It was about this kid who travels back in time.
How far back?
Very far back to, like, biblical times,
Like in
okay?
a time machine? How does he do
I
that?
don't remember. Goodbye,
Who does
okay?
he meet? What does he do?
Jesus Christ, he meets some other guy, Cain.
Like Cain from the Bible?
You don't know when you read it, but it's biblical times, so you figure it out.
Are you religious?
Are you?
Yes, and so are two of the judges, so they probably love the biblical aspect.
My story was science fiction, not
One of the
religious.
judges was an atheist. My dad found that out, so.
Are we done with this conversation?
What happens to Cain?
Why do you care?
Tell me.
Or what?
Or I can easily call Mr. Healy.
Cain is like totally put off by how Queenie, the time travel kid, is.
The time travel kid is Queenie. How would people know that?
My illustrations.
Okay, so then what? What does the Queenie kid do?
I told you, he time travels.
And he meets Cain.
Yeah.
And they do, what do?
Nothing. Cain hates him, so he goes to kill him.
The Queenie kid? Why would Cain kill the Queenie kid?
Because he's pissed off that this kid is all gay and Queenie, and Cain wants him dead.
Okay, that's abrupt, but okay.
And right before Cain strikes him down, the kid whispers in his ear, "Your brother is just like me."
What does that mean?
It means Cain's brother is gay.
Abel? The Abel is gay? How would the Queenie kid know that?
Gator, I don't remember. I was 9.
Okay. And then what?
Cain kills the kid, and then Cain kills his brother. The end.
So this is confusing. You changed the Bible story so that Cain really killed Abel because Abel was gay.
Yes.
That is so confusing.
It's messed up because I wrote it when I was 9, right after I came out.
You came out when you were 9?
Yeah. Well, 10 officially.
So why isn't your time travel kid in the Bible? How do you explain that?
Are you really this serious?
What?
Never mind. Are we done?
I'm not serious.
Okay.
Why would you say that? You act like, what is
Wow,
that?
you're a freak.
I'm not a freak. I'm just not serious in some bad way.
Really?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for me.
I bet your story was serious.
Not in a bad way, no. Actually, it was historical fiction, action, adventure, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. So have I answered all your questions?
It was about this kid, Abraham Lincoln.
No, I don't need to know.
No, I know, but
this.
he's a teenager in my story, though, like 14. I'm just saying, which is kind of creative to write about Abraham Lincoln as a boy, since most people think of him as a man. That's all I'm saying, so.
Did he have, like, acne? How did you draw him young?
No, I studied historical portraits from the period. And it's basically about teenage Abraham Lincoln meeting this girl in the library in his town, and the girl hates to read and learn. And over the course of one rainy day, he teaches her to love reading and love learning, because he loves reading and learning, which he really did love those things in real life. It was based on what I learned in history class. Oh my God, my story sucks.
Yeah.
It's really terrible, isn't it? I mean, I was only 11, but...
I wouldn't worry about it.
No, I'm not worried about it.
Good.
Yeah, very good. So goodbye, I guess.
Yeah. And you're not gonna call Mr. Healy?
I won't do that, no.
Thank you.
Have you won other awards besides that third place?
What? Oh my God.
It's a simple
Why do you
question.
care? You're such a freak.
You haven't won other awards?
Let me see. I was an Eagle Scout at 15. That was good. I haven't cured cancer or anything.
I thought you couldn't be a Boy Scout if you were,
No. Well, I mean, this one time, I even made up a dance for a Scout talent show. Like an actual dance. I choreographed to George Michael's Freedom. So maybe they didn't know, but I mean, that was gay.
And what kind of dance?
It wasn't a kind of dance. I just had all these special moves I made up that I was going to teach to everybody.
What made them special? What were your moves?
They weren't really special. I made them up in my bedroom, so, they were my moves. That's all I mean.
Okay, I'm with you, and then?
Then what?
Did they like your moves? What?
That's not the point.
They didn't like your moves?
I didn't do them. Why do you ask so many questions? You're such a freak.
Why didn't you do
Because
them?
I got there, and all the other guys are doing all that shit. Like tying knots, throwing curveballs. The kid before me did some lame wrestling moves out of pin sewing or something. Of course I didn't do them. I'm not an idiot.
You just didn't do them.
Dude, yes, of course, yes.
Well, people in Salem are pretty open-minded.
People in Salem are straight. I don't know. I'm new here. I grew up in Portland, but people here think they're liberal, but most are like liberal Puritan. I can't even find a teacher to be the advisor for the Gay Straight Alliance.
Is that, like, what is
It's
it?
not a big deal. I just need to find an advisor or else I don't get any school funding.
Well, have you asked the mayor? I bet he'd do it.
Right. Our mayor, who won't give me any civil rights, but will give me a blowjob.
That's disgusting.
You know, you should try not to freak out about stuff so much. You're like an old man.
I'm not an old man. Why would you? I'm not an old man. Whatever, I don't know. I'm not an old man. I don't know, sometimes I think the best part of being young is knowing that there are all these unhappy older people around who wish they were my age. Like, the good part isn't going to football games or hanging out on the corners. It's just, the best part is being envied. Is that awful?
You are very serious.
Solomon, your grandmother wants to give you your birthday card. Get down here and thank her.
Okay.
What is the occasion over there?
Nothing, family dinner.
Oh, happy birthday. Your mom's got a loud voice.
Solomon!
I gotta go.
You want to know the truth about Mr. Healy?
Yes. Yes.
I haven't told anyone this.
Round 5, dramatic interpretation.
Welcome to the first meeting of North Salem High's newest club, Speech and Debate. I will now give a brief demonstration of the different categories, starting with dramatic interpretation. In Salem, everything
Excuse me, I'm sorry, but shouldn't you wait until other people get here? I mean, I'm currently the only other person in this room.
I'm sorry, what's your name?
Solomon?
Solomon, hi. There are a lot of categories I need to cover, so it's better if I get the meeting started on time, okay?
Okay, but...
In Salem, everything and everyone belongs to either God or the devil. Dissent is not merely unlawful, it is associated with satanic activity. As Danforth says in Act 3, a person is either with this court or he must be counted against it. And so, in the following scene from Arthur Miller's classic, The Crucible, I invite you to enter a world in which some girls are good and some girls are bitches who pretend to be witches. Hot flow, yo-ho, and so, get ready to know a girl named Mary Warren. Accused of witchcraft, Mary stands before the court, unsure of whether or not telling the truth will set her free or set her on fire. The townsfolk became active in all of the madness not merely out of religious piety and goody-goodness, but also because it allowed them to act out every dark desire and hateful urge under the cover of righteousness. The secrets the girls released were able to thrive only because other people benefited from them. What good is a secret if people can keep it?
Who are you talking
With that in mind, get ready because something wicked this way is coming. And if you feel flames, don't pull the fire alarm. It's just feeling hot because things are really heating up in The Crucible by Arthur Miller.
Oh my God.
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife?
It is not a child, sir. It is a whore.
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're doing. What are you doing?
Please don't interrupt. Just experience my demonstration first, and then I'll explain the rules, okay?
You are charging Abigail Williams with a marvelous cool plot to murder. Do you understand that?
I do, sir. I believe she means to murder.
This child would murder your wife?
It is not a child, sir. It is a whore.
Okay, I'm not following.
This category is called dramatic interpretation, and I'm performing a scene from The Crucible. You perform all of the parts of the play yourself. That's what you do for this event.
Why would you do that? Perform all the parts?
Because those are the rules of the National Forensics League. People in the know call this category DI, which is the slang terminology for dramatic interpretation.
What? I don't know what you're saying.
Speech and debate has its own lingo. I'll teach you all of the terms, don't worry.
I'm not worried.
Have you ever read The Crucible? We did it in the fall. Amazing play. I love big, fat, epic stuff. Hamlet, Angels in America, Wicked.
You were in The Crucible here? I saw that. Who did you play?
I was an extra. I looked like a fat pilgrim. Whatever. I didn't even have a name. I called myself Goody Goodyear.
That's funny.
I didn't even get cast as Tituba. Healy said she was black, which historically the character was Native Indian or South American Arawak, some shit like that, so... Whatever, I can't believe I didn't get Tituba. Whatever.
That sucks.
Yeah. But I went as Mary Warren for Halloween, which was pretty sweet revenge. I dyed my waitress uniform black, and it looked fierce. I, was Mary Warren. I ran around screaming, having breakdowns. It was amazing. What did you go as last year?
I didn't go as anything. I'm a little too old to dress up. So, wait, which one was Mary Warren?
She's the girl who basically knows that all the other girls are just pretending to be witches, but in the end she realizes she'll hang if she doesn't lie. So, she saves herself. She holds it in.
She lies.
She holds the truth in.
That's lame.
No. There's nothing brave about her telling the truth and then dying.
Sure, there's the main guy, the lead. That's what he does. It's noble.
Yeah, and he goes to the gallows and leaves his pregnant wife behind. Real noble. He should have kept his mouth shut.
You don't mean that. You're trying to be all badass.
Yes, I do. That one scene where the old man in town, Giles Corey, dies, they piled stones on him because he wouldn't admit to witchcraft. His last words were supposedly, and this is as they were piling stones on him, "More weight." My last words would have been, "Get these fucking stones off my chest."
Whatever, I don't believe you do that. What?
Nothing. You look familiar.
Sorry, do we know each other?
No, don't worry about it. Just seen you around. Those sneakers stand out. Anyway, you'll have to help me come up with a short demonstration of the different categories for the school board. You know, show them what speech and debate is, why they should support it. That's Miss Langen's only requirement. Well, that and that we need at least 3 people to get some basic funding and to properly execute some of my original work, but I'm sure that the other girl just left to go to the bathroom, I think.
25 minutes ago?
She's taking a dump.
I'm not here to join the team.
What?
I'm writing an article for the paper and wanted to ask you a few questions. I was just waiting around for the meeting to finish.
Oh.
Can we do a quick interview? If the girl comes back from the bathroom, we can stop.
Well, okay. Wow, okay. But you might want to join after I explain the other events. You'd like extemporaneous commentary. That's where a contestant draws 3 questions on a topic, selects one,
Then
and
has
then has
30 minutes to prepare an answer to the question. I know I researched the categories to see if I was interested, but I'm not.
What kind of research did you do?
I Googled speech and debate.
Because the kids call that category extemp com, that's the lingo for that event. I don't know if you were able to get the lingo from your research. You're Googling.
No.
I'll teach it to you, don't worry.
I'm not worried.
Do you know about the debate categories as well? Like cross-ex debate, which is the slang termination for cross-examination debate. Did you hear that? Hot flow, yo-ho.
Yo-ho, I know I heard it. You keep doing that. Look, Diwata. I'm not here to write about the speech and debate team.
Then what are you writing about?
Do you know anything about Mr. Healy having any inappropriate relationships with students?
Whoa. Why would you think I would know something like that?
You said some things on... I found a link to your podcast from your blog.
My blog? You read my blog?
Calm down.
Why didn't you say something before?
I didn't want to freak you out.
That is my private journal.
Which you post daily on the World Wide Web.
If you aren't here to join the speech and debate team, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
What? Why?
So I can conduct the rest of the meeting.
I'm the only person who showed up.
Please just leave, okay? Go.
I'm sorry.
That girl better be shitting, damn it.
Can you look at this? I think you might talk if you read this.
What is it?
Read it.
This is a script?
Just read this for me.
So should I read both parts just before my cold?
I was thinking you just read it silently, but
I'll look this way when I'm bi guy and this way when I'm blonde boy, okay?
Well, sure, but fine if you want to, but fine.
How old are you?
Just turned 18.
I'm scared.
Why?
You are too young.
Says who?
The police.
Please just read the rest to yourself.
Is this a new play? It's kind of dirty.
No, it's real. It's a real transcript from an online chat.
What are you talking about?
Mr. Healy is bi guy.
What?
The blonde boy is a new student here, a transfer. Keep reading.
Where did this come from?
On your website, someone posted a message to your bulletin board. This kid, blonde boy, posted a message and his phone number for you. Oh, here, I printed it out.
I know, I saw it. but I don't respond to freaks who post their numbers online.
I did.
You called him?
I'm a reporter. I wanted to find out the dirt he had on Mr. Healy.
And this kid talked to you?
Yeah, he said they were going to meet up at Riverfront Park, but that he recognized Healy's email address from the class syllabus and got freaked out.
Riverfront Park? Oh my god, I'm never going there again.
So I said to him, how do I know you're not making all this up or whatever? And I got him to email me the transcript.
So, this is actually real?
I'm a reporter. You need to get proof.
If this gets out...
I know.
Will he be arrested, do you think, or...?
Well, Healy didn't think he was a student here. A blonde boy's profile still says he's from Portland, so...
I can't believe this.
And in this instance, the kid is 18. It wasn't really illegal, but if you know something too, it could help to find this as a pattern as opposed to just...
Sorry, I can't help you.
But then why did you say that stuff in your blog?
I heard some rumors going around about Healy, nothing concrete.
Well, what were the rumors? They might be relevant.
No, I started them.
Oh, so you really don't know anything else?
Look, I've answered your question, so we're done, okay? Besides, I need to focus on speech and debate right now. There's a chance that I might have some
Why are you
latecomers.
pretending to care about speech and debate? You're only doing it because you didn't get a part of the school musical.
I got a part, you asshole. I could have done the show if I wanted.
You got a part.
Featured ensemble, which is, for starters, FYI, most kids just got plain old ensemble number 1.
Then why aren't you doing it?
Because number 2, let me finish, featured ensemble is unacceptable when you spend 3 weeks preparing your audition song. Completely unacceptable. Any other director would have given me the lead. If you saw my audition, you would get it.
I doubt that.
Screw you. You use cover-up to hide your acne and think people can't tell. Do you even know what I did for my audition for Once Upon a Mattress?
Huh? No.
The lead in Once Upon a Mattress, Winifred, she sings this big song in Act 2 that's kind of a mock striptease number. So I sang the song, and underneath all of my clothes, I had on a nude body stocking. So, do you see where I'm going with this?
No.
Well, there I am, belting my brains out, and as the song progresses, I start removing bits of my clothing, so by the time I finish, all of my clothes are on the floor, and I'm wearing nothing but the body stocking.
Did it look like you were really nude?
No. I mean, I had no nipples or anything. Nudity wasn't the point.
Why wouldn't Winifred have nipples?
That's not the point. I shouldn't have told you, God.
What was the point?
To take a risk. To get noticed. I'm not going to get cast for my golden hair or tall frame or cheekbones. I'm going... Well, I actually have pretty good cheekbones, but it's... I'm ready to be noticed. You can't understand. You're not in my profession.
Well, no, but... No, there was this kid who published a novel when he was 12. But then some writers don't hit it big until they're old, like in their 30s, 40s even.
Yeah, well, you'll never hit it big if you keep pursuing stories you can't get printed.
What does that mean?
Where are you going to publish this piece that you're writing? I mean, the school paper won't let you write about a teacher in the building.
I know,
so...
my dad has this friend at the Oregonian. I'm thinking I can show it to her. They'd publish it there.
But, I mean, you realize once you show it to her, she'll pass it off to a real journalist to write the actual story. I mean,
But
right?
I am a real journalist, first of
You're
all.
a kid. Look at you. Obviously, you have this weird agenda.
Shut up, I don't have... I'm obvious, yes, I want to get my foot in the door as a writer, but it's not like I haven't...
You're not going to get your foot in the door that way, trust me. But...
What?
No, I'm just thinking... I could help you out, if you wanted. I could, if you wanted, I could make your article part of the speech and debate presentation. I could have your actual words read in front of the entire school board if you help me by joining the team.
No, thank you.
All of the meetings are broadcast live on public access TV.
No one watches public access.
That's not the point. It'll be preserved on record. Your reporting would be...
No, I don't like performing.
There are lots of categories. We could use original oratory. I could read your article word for word as a speech. Think of it as broadcast journalism.
No, okay?
I'm telling you, it is the best thing for both of us. I mean, can you imagine having all of these school board members behind a long table listening to us wondering, who is this fierce talent? Why the hell wasn't she Lori in last year's production of Oklahoma? That other girl they cast didn't even have a vibrato.
What are you talking
and saying,
about?
this boy's writing is undeniably good. Where has this kid been hiding? Why haven't his stories been running on the front of every issue of the Trojan?
No, you don't understand. They're the ones responsible. I mean, my stories have been rejected only because the school board thinks it's censorship. I wrote this amazing piece about abortion.
What was amazing about it?
I'm a pro-life Democrat, so my position is unique and stuff.
Unique meaning like fucked up?
Shut up, you didn't read it.
I don't need to read it.
Your audition was fucked up.
You didn't see my audition.
Look. I mean, yes, I do like the idea of I mean, this is a district that won't let me write about abortion or our own mayor's scandal in the school paper, so yeah, the thought of a forum in which they're forced to listen...
And on TV, your words are preserved.
The idea is kind of...
Amazing.
No, we get in trouble.
For turning in a child molester? I mean, that's what you think he is, right? Based on your talk with this kid?
If we did this, I'd get total control over how my material is presented.
Of course.
And I'd want to rehearse to make sure you read my writing the right way.
Of course, of course. And I'd need to work with you to ensure my material...
I told you I don't perform.
Right, I know. But are you a tenor or a baritone?
Am I a what?
Not important. I'm glad you came today. We do need to find one more person to get funding and some rehearsal space, you know, but I can do that unless you have a friend who wants...
Most of my friends are at other schools or from youth group, you know.
Oh, sure. Mine are mostly older. They've graduated.
Here, let me give you my number.
Your George Michael CD still has the price tag on it?
Oh, yeah, that's... Nothing, just wanted to hear a song.
You know George Michael was arrested for masturbating in a public bathroom. Something like that, right?
What?
Is that why you like him?
No, that's disgusting. Why would you say that?
Because I think that's how people remember him.
I don't know. I think that's disgusting. I'll see you later. My dad's probably waiting outside for me.
Hello?
Hi, is this the girl who wrote the monoblog? You posted your number for me?
Yeah, I didn't think you'd actually call.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd call either, but we should talk.
Round 6, cross-examination debate.
All right, sir, here I come with the coffee you ordered.
I didn't order coffee.
My manager is staring at me, so just go with
Just
it.
keep going.
So, sometimes when all the stalls are taken in the girls' room at school, I use the boys' bathroom on the 3rd floor because no one's ever up there after 3. I shout first. I say, "Is anyone in there?" You know, something like that.
Can't you sit down? I feel really weird here sitting by myself.
I can't take a break for another 10 minutes. And I have an appointment this afternoon.
Just keep going.
So, last year when we were rehearsing for the Crucible, there was a line of girls. We were all in costume waiting to use the bathroom. So I went up to the 3rd floor and I yelled into the boys' room. No one answered, so I went in. I finished going to the bathroom and I heard footsteps. Normally, I'd rattle around, make noise, pulling toilet paper out, you know, trying to let someone know that I'm there. I'm a master at masking the sound of plopping poop. Ew. But, because this is the guys' bathroom, I just kind of hold my breath thinking that I'll wait it out. And then more footsteps. Maybe they came in together, I can't remember. But I could see them through the crack in the side of the door. Mr. Healy, for sure, and then him with those white sneakers. Their backs were to me.
And you're sure it was him?
Positive. He never looked at Mr. Healy. Both of them seemed to be peeing, but then Solomon seemed to be standing further away from the urinal, like he was, I don't know, like he was trying to show Mr. Healy his, you know. And there was some touching. I don't remember exactly how it started because then I breathed. I inhaled. They must have heard. They didn't check to see who was in the stall. They just bolted, both of them. And that was it. I sat in there for about 20 minutes. I was scared. I was scared. Isn't that weird? Anyway, I brought the speech and debate rulebook. I know you only agreed to do one category, but you should consider double entering. That's the lingo kids use when they do 2 events, double entry.
Do you think it's because he's religious? All that Catholic, guilty stuff, is that what it is?
Hey, I'm Catholic. That's not it.
You're not practicing, are you?
Just relax, okay? And you really should order something.
No. Solomon is getting jerked off by a teacher after school and he wants to go public with what he knows about me? Is he insane? Little closet faggot.
He can't say anything about you. If he wants to talk about you, we talk about him.
You could have told me this over the phone.
Don't get pissy with me. I'm doing you a favor. I didn't have to tell you any of this. I told you
I
because...
am not joining the speech and debate team.
You promised. I never would have told you if...
Sit down. We do not even know each other. This is so weird.
You promised. And FYI, it is not weird for me to spend time talking at tables. Most customers love me, just FYI.
Why didn't you say something?
When?
last year when you saw all that?
What would I have said? Mom, today I saw a teacher and a student touching each other in their bathing suit areas.
Bathing what?
It's from Stranger Danger. You don't remember that?
No, I was in a different school.
I guess it's better than someone telling me strangers shouldn't touch your vagina.
Okay, be quiet. People are staring.
Obviously, you don't want this to get out.
If Solomon opens his mouth and I'm known as a pervert cruising for online sex, you think I'm gonna get a gay straight alliance started?
People have their own secrets.
People care. Also, being in Salem is so... I hate that straight fraternity dudes can have the porn and Howard Stern can talk about doing women up the ass and they are just normal straight guys. But if there was a gay Howard Stern on the air...
I like Howard Stern.
That's not what I'm saying.
What does this have to do with Solomon? You're out, you're proud, you can do whatever you want. Probably more things than other minorities, more than women.
No
Stop
way.
whining.
No way!
Oh, yes. Homophobia is so 1985. Most people think it's cool.
It is not cool. It's not trendy. It's biology.
I'm just saying... Spill your coffee or something. Help me look busy. My manager's staring at me.
What?
Do it.
Jesus Christ.
People our age don't even have these hang-ups. By the time we're adults, these won't even be issues. And I didn't mean for you to spill the whole cup. Damn it.
People really think awful things about me if they saw that chat transcript.
I'm a double minority.
What? What are you talking about?
If you were to whine about being gay, I'm just saying.
I wasn't whining.
I'm female and Filipino.
You don't look Filipino.
You don't look gay. Yes, you do.
It's the hair, right? Is it the hair?
Yes, blonde boy. And P.S., what shade of blonde are you? Ebony?
Shut up! The name gets guys' attention, and I bleached my hair last summer, so...
My grandmother was half Filipino. I'm an 8th. My kids someday will be, 16th? Is that how that works? You just keep dividing?
I guess. And what do you mean someday? From your podcast, it seems like you're...
Like I'm what?
Expecting, or...
I'm not pregnant.
I thought... In your podcast, you said...
I'm not pregnant. I was drunk if I said...
Really?
Yeah.
Because I work at Januzzi's, that pizza place near...
Yeah, I know where it is.
Near the Family Planning Center. I saw you go in there last week.
No, it wasn't me.
You had your uniform on, which is kind of memorable. Anyway... How classic is it that in a Salem strip mall you can get an abortion and a slice of pepperoni pizza in one shot, you know? Sorry, I didn't... I'm sorry if it's a secret or something.
Yeah, it is. And I was there for my friend, FYI. I wanted to be there for her.
Oh.
Yeah. I can see how you would think that, though.
Yeah, especially because you went in by yourself.
Yeah, I was late. All right, sir, I will be back with some fries.
What?
Here are your fries.
I shouldn't have said anything. I'm sorry.
I'm going back today to that center for, obviously. But have you told lots of kids? Who knows?
Who would I tell? I don't know anyone here. I just want to get my senior year over with. What do I care what you do? I could care less. Oh, these fries are terrible.
They're left over from that lady's table.
Oh. I hate Salem.
Have you ever had a scare like this with a girlfriend or...
No. But I've never had sex with a woman.
Never?
I came out real young when I was 10.
What was it like, your first time?
It was fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you 10?
No, I was not 10.
Mine was fine. But a mess, you know how it is. It didn't even go all the way in. I'm not sure it even counts. I don't know how that all works. No one tells you that.
Does your mom know, or?
If my mom knew, I'd be going to hell and sitting through a lecture on the rhythm method.
Where are your friends?
They're older. Most of them graduated.
Where's the father?
The day after we did it, I called just to say, hey, or whatever. And he was like, I never would have slept with you if I wasn't so drunk. So
you guys are getting married?
yeah, we're getting married in the spring.
So, what are we gonna say to Solomon?
Nothing. No, if you tell him, the speech and debate team will fall
I
apart.
don't care about the speech and debate team. I care about my reputation.
I care about mine. I need this. I need some form of performance this year that's school sanctioned. Something official for my transcript. How am I supposed to make it as an actress if I can't even find work in my own school district? I need 3 people to do this presentation, and you promised you'd join the team. If I told you...
So I just let him use my private life as material?
Yes, because I will be performing it.
I don't understand.
I won't actually do it. At the end of rehearsals, I'll tell him I want to switch pieces. That'll be that. Solomon would never read his own story. He'd be too embarrassed.
I think you will want to.
Then we out him. You owe me. You're gonna help me. I didn't have to tell you any of
You
this.
expect me to be in the same room with him and keep my mouth shut? If he pisses me off, I'm gonna say something.
Then I tell people what I know about you, blonde boy.
But I ain't just messing around online.
Good. Then you won't be embarrassed if people find out.
I'm gonna go.
Okay. Did you leave yet?
If I am doing this, you better know that the second things begin to backfire.
I know. And hey, these fries aren't from anyone's table. That was a lie.
I don't believe you, but I'm starving.
Distract me. My appointment's in an hour. Tell me a story.
No, I can't think of any.
Please?
Once upon a time, there was this kid who always wanted to time travel. And one day, he got his wish and went all the way back to biblical times, magically traveling through a wormhole that spit him out in an ancient land of deserts.
Round 7, duo interpretation.
Where am I? I must have fallen through a wormhole and traveled back in time. But to when? And to where? Boy, what you doing? Boy, what you thinking? Boy, what's your name?
It's Abraham Lincoln.
I've landed in a land that's strange and foreign.
Girl, tell me your name.
It's Mary Warren. Boy, I'm from Salem. I just had my trial. They think I'm a witch. They think I'm vile. They said, girl, you'll hang. You must confess. So I lied and said, yes, I am possessed.
You held it in.
I held it in.
But Mary, you lied.
I held it in.
Don't you feel awful?
Yes, but I'm alive. This girl is headstrong. Abe, I lied in court, but what the heck? I lost my honor, not my neck.
Wow, Mary, this makes me think twice about a talk I was gonna have with my parents today.
What kind of talk, Abraham?
Oh, you know, just, I wanted to share with them that I'm a little different, that I love them. But I also love the way the army men look in and out of their uniforms. That kind of stuff.
You want my advice, Abraham?
Yes, Mary Warren.
Hold it in.
I shouldn't tell them.
Not on your life. Just hold it in.
But they'll still love me.
Boy, get a wife, a sexy lady. Don't you want to run the country someday?
Guess you think I can do it.
Not if you're gay.
But I'm bright, I'm moral, I could win.
Trust me, I'm a Puritan.
I'll hold it.
Just hold it in. Keep your feelings inside. Just hold it in.
Girl, I can lie.
Swallow your pride. Please don't riff.
If I hold it in, I'll lose my bravery.
If you hold it in, you will end slavery.
I win.
You win if you hold it in. Oh. Solomon, that's your cue. Just read what I wrote you on the index cards.
Two teenagers, Mary Warren and a pubescent Abe Lincoln, both of them lost, separated by different times, yet united in their quest to speak their minds. Far-fetched, perhaps, but far from true, far from it. Diwata, that doesn't make any sense.
Keep reading, please. Thank you.
Teenagers today are holding lots of things inside. Feelings, fears, and guns. But by keeping things hidden inside, who are kids really helping? Themselves, or the adults who would rather ignore uncomfortable subjects rather than engage them? After all, do we live in Salem, Oregon, or Salem, Massachusetts, circa 16, insert the date of whenever the witches were burned? What?
Just keep reading.
Puritanism seems to be lingering in our country, so I ask, would Mary Warren's naked forest dancing be any more welcome today? Let's find out. At this point, Solomon, Diwata, and Howie strip down to nude body stockings and do some naked forest dancing. Okay, I'm sorry, no way.
A nude body stocking? You're retarded, Diwata.
It will be tasteful if you guys can commit. Trust me.
What is a nude body stocking?
I can show you mine.
No, stop. I agreed to participate, but there will be no naked forest dancing in the presentation. This is from your musical, isn't it?
It also falls within the rules of group interpretation. Group interpretation is just that. The group interpretation of a narrative, also known as reader's theater. Material may be original. Costumes, props, visual aids, prohibited. Shit. So we lose the costumes.
The costumes aren't the problem, it's the material.
When Howie told me the stories you guys wrote as kids, I realized that they were the missing link to the story I've been trying to write. Mary Warren time travels.
Oh my God.
She meets various figures in American history. Abe Lincoln, Martin Luther King Jr., Idina Menzel.
I never gave you permission to use my story.
You can't trademark teenage Abraham Lincoln. And as team captain...
Self-appointed team captain.
I think it's important for the school board to see us working together for at least one category. And group interpretation is a way for us to do that. To tell a story together.
Then we do it, but we come up with material that we each have a hand in creating.
Can we please get this over with? Please?
Fine. We will do group interpretation together. Material TBD for the category, aka GI sans Joe. You know, hot flow.
Yo-ho, I know.
Moving on.
Moving on, as team captain,
Self-appointed team
I would like
captain.
to, I'm not acknowledging those remarks, I would like to do a check-in with all of the members of the team and get a progress report. Can we all get in a circle, please? Thanks.
This is a triangle.
Howie, can we have an update? You agreed to cover the category of declamation.
Right, well, I'll find a speech, no problem, that's it. Please move on, please.
And Solomon?
Well, Diwata was helping me do original oratory.
Double O, yes.
My plan was to have you read the article I wrote about, the mayor and Mr. Healy.
I can't wait to read that.
Are you being sarcastic?
He's being difficult. Howie's just nervous about how you'll come off in all of this.
No, don't worry. That's why I'd like to have some other material precede the speech. I'd like to use Howie's transcript.
I don't understand. You want me to read Bye Guy and Blonde Boy's chat first?
No, I want to showcase it myself using a different category, poetry reading.
How?
I think it needs to be visual. I'm a wizard with PowerPoint. I could project the chat and suddenly it's original form. It becomes physical. It's cyber poetry. More importantly, it's indisputable. It's closer to real reporting. It's evidence.
This isn't a trial.
Yeah, and as proud as I am that you've learned about a new category, especially since Howie has never shown that kind of speech spirit, The rules say that you're not allowed to use audio-visual.
So we break the rules, the material itself will cause enough controversy, right?
I don't know.
And we could have some music underscoring it, something ordinary to show that you're just some common kid, an ordinary boy who found himself in extraordinary circumstances, so no one will think you're a freak.
Speak for yourself.
What? What's that supposed to mean?
You keep looking at me all weird, like you hate me.
What?
Like...
You obviously have those feelings, not me.
Okay, time out.
You are so... You work overtime to be this ordinary, perfect little boy. You are so obsessed with being normal. You're so...
Let's move
So
on,
what?
please.
Tell me, what am I?
All of your shirts have alligators on them. It's like you're always in costume.
I like my shirts.
You don't even have a personality.
It's a
You're
crocodile. It's a crocodile.
I hate the way you act. It makes me sick.
I hate when people use too much vibrato when they're belting. Your turn, Solomon.
You're not funny.
Okay, now that that's settled. Next order of business is, and I'm not sure if I already told you guys already, but yeah, so I called that reporter Solomon's dad knows, the one from the Oregonian, and...
Diwata, why would you do that?
I'm talking, thanks. And she wants to come and meet with us before our presentation, do some sort of human interest story on the formation of our speech and debate team. I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure I told her that she could. It's not a big deal.
She's not my contact. You shouldn't have called her without telling me
It would
first.
just be about... I would perform. You'd smile for 10 minutes. It's good publicity
You're
for
not
us.
performing. She's my contact. If she comes, we're going to discuss my work. Maybe I'd have to break my story to tell her about Healy.
What? No way.
No, she'll steal the story and write it herself. We still save that for the presentation.
I know, but I keep thinking maybe people should know now. Like it's our responsibility to tell people.
You're gonna regret it if you break this story.
What's that supposed to mean?
He means Mr. Healy will get fired.
Well, isn't that what you want? You're the one who's been talking about revenge.
But what has he done? I'm legal in the state of Oregon, so what is the big deal? Have you even ever had sex?
Well, now you're going off on a tangent.
I'm just trying to understand why you are obsessed with stories of sexual misconduct. You started with the mayor, then when you learned about me and Mr.
I'm not
Healy.
obsessed, and they're related, so like any good reporter, I pursued the story.
Is it newsworthy?
Yes, the mayor's personal life is fair game because it conflicts with his public policy.
So that is the mayor. Mr. Healy is
I
not...
think his online behavior conflicts with what people in this town expect from a public school teacher, Howie. I mean, how can you disagree with that?
All right, calm down,
You didn't
ladies.
know I lived in Salem, and you're... Right, fine, yes, the whole thing... I'm embarrassed about it, okay? But it's private. And just because you know about it doesn't make you entitled to broadcast it.
I disagree. What if he hurts another student?
Who did he hurt? Who did he hurt?
Stop yelling at me. I don't know.
Solomon, return to the circle, please.
We're not meeting with her.
It's not your decision.
Of course it is. I'm the one who's gonna look like a freak.
You should have thought about that before you had that chat. My dad's waiting for me outside. I gotta go.
Round 8, declamation.
As mayor of Salem, I want to sincerely apologize to you for the shame I brought to the city and to my office. This week, the Statesman Journal reported that I have visited a gay chat line on the internet and had relationships with adult men. I don't deny that.
What are you reading? Is that supposed to be your speech?
Why don't you let me finish? I have always considered a person's private life private and have respected others in this way. I intend to keep my private life private as well, and I apologize. I do ask one thing if you are willing. Since my cancer, I have taken to prayer and believe it has healing power. Please pray for me.
That's from today's paper.
The mayor sent this in an email to all city employees.
Declamation is usually the reading of a speech that's acclaimed, like the Gettysburg Address or something, not a public statement that has no literary or historical value.
At least he was man enough to apologize.
Is that an apology?
That's why it's so sad. I mean, the man's already dead. His career is probably over, and even then he can barely bring himself to tell the truth. Even when he's back into a corner, it's awful.
It's awful that he would bring up his cancer. I mean, where was his cancer when he was cruising the web for barely articulate 18-year-old boys? And the part about adult relationships, well, that's a lie. Just because the kids were legal, he's calling them adult relationships.
Don't you think a lot of successful, powerful straight guys would spend time with teenage girls if they had the chance, if the girls are willing?
No, I don't think so. Not if they were good people. And what's with your euphemism? Spend time with teenage girls? That's a bit glossy, don't you think? You're not even capable of saying what you really mean.
Are you gay? Are you?
What is this? Who are you talking to?
Solomon, we don't really care. It's just that if you are...
What? If I am, it's none of your business. What is this? It's none of your business.
According to you, it is. It conflicts with your public
That's politics. I'm not in politics. What is this? If you don't tell me, I'm going to leave. What is this?
It is hypocritical if you
And
are...
hypocrisy, if I was hypocritical, it would be irrelevant.
Oh, so you are hypocritical then. What does that mean?
What do you want me to say?
I want to know if you are gay.
Why? What is it? Is it because today I changed the style of my shirt? I told you this would happen. I took your advice, dressed a little different, and look, you're already assuming I'm gay. Come on, guys, what is this?
It was me in the third floor bathroom last year. I saw you and Mr. Healy. I was the one in the stall.
If you use anything that you know about us without a permission, we will tell people what we know about you. I'd like all the copies of our conversation back to the transcript you have.
What did she tell you? Because I don't even know what is this all about?
Solomon.
No, I'm saying I don't even know what you're talking about.
Solomon, it's not a big deal.
What did you see?
We're not going to tell anyone. Howie, tell him. We won't tell anyone.
Okay. Whatever. Sure, I don't even know what this is about.
I saw you.
Whatever, I gotta go.
Oh my God.
Are there any paper towels in here?
No one knows. I just told Howie.
Do I have to say something to you?
I lost my virginity with my sweatshirt on.
What?
I feel bad. He looks like he's gonna kill himself, so I'm just saying. No one knows. I never told anyone that.
Jesus Christ, leave him alone.
I was home, a little drunk on my mom's bed.
Oh my God.
When it started, and I don't even remember how it all started, but it was happening and my pants were around my ankles.
Oh my God.
I was wearing this lame sweatshirt I didn't even like. It was a hand-me-down from my cousin. I had to throw it away. I couldn't look at it after it was over. My mom found it in the garbage, and she was like, Diwata, we need to give this to Goodwill if you're not going to wear it. You know we don't throw clothes out. I could have at least had a nice one on. I have a Champion sweatshirt I like, something nicer. I won't tell anyone, Solomon. I promise. Your turn.
Oh my God.
Do it.
I'm in love with Diwata.
How much do I hate you? I hate you so much right now.
That dance I made up for the Boy Scouts talent show, I said I left before I could embarrass myself. Well, I did teach them the dance. And all the kids, guys younger than me, laughed. The leaders all laughed. They did this thing where they tried to hide the fact that they were laughing. They were like shifting their way, looking away, so I couldn't see them smiling when I could tell, obviously. Then they said we didn't have enough time to learn all of it when there was at least 15 minutes left. It was really bad. The kids called me Miss Gay BSA. So.
BSA bathing suit areas?
No, retard. Boy Scouts of America.
You know, Mary Warren got in trouble for dancing naked in the forest with Tituba. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
You are so retarded, Diwata.
You are totally teaching me your moves.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, and oh my God, I'm getting some killer ideas for our group interpretation performance. Do you guys want to hear them?
No, not now.
When?
Diwata.
Howard. No. My team, my chance to perform has taken a consistent backseat to all of your homo drama. So let's just be clear. You are both doing this. You are not walking away from this team. Promise.
Diwata?
And I decide the material we perform for group interpretation. No crapping all over my ideas like you did last time. Otherwise, we will never agree. Promise. Promise.
Whatever you want. One presentation, one performance, but then we're done.
I'm really moved by our team spirit.
What is that smell?
My vomit.
Ugh, so nasty.
Are you gonna come out to your parents?
Stop it, Howie. You think you know me. They already know. Did you know that? No. So,
Huh?
I know you guys think you're some sort of private eyes breaking the story.
Look, you never said you were gay.
Last summer, my parents found me this camp,
They know? Your parents know?
which for the first time addressed those gay issues.
Like musical theater camp?
No.
What issues? You're gay. Who cares? Not an issue.
Exodus. It's this camp for kids who are, what some people call us as ex-gays, but
Jesus.
Let him talk.
kids who are gay who want to live a life free of kids who don't want to live the gay lifestyle, who don't want to be promiscuous and stuff.
Gay people don't have to be promiscuous. I can't believe you say that.
Stop yelling at me.
She's deranged. That doesn't mean all straight people are.
Excuse me, blonde
She doesn't
boy?
go around sleeping with people she meets online.
I'm right
I
here.
don't do that, Solomon.
Then why are you surfing for sex all the time?
Why did you get drunk at a party, get knocked up, and spend an afternoon at an abortion clinic?
Howie,
I knew you were pregnant.
how could you say that?
I'm sorry.
You had an abortion?
Shut your mouth about it. You shut your
I
mouth.
can't believe
Shut
that.
up!
So I guess. What happens now?
I don't know. I don't know.
What you saw in the bathroom, it wasn't what you think.
Okay, but I saw... Then okay, you tell me. What happened?
It wasn't. I wasn't hurt or anything.
But- Okay, so.
I don't know if... Maybe I think you'll laugh.
I won't laugh.
But as a guy, I don't know if... Maybe I lost my, virginity, or... I don't know.
Okay, I would have seen that, trust me.
No, it's not your virginity, bud. I doubt he went that far.
Not in the bathroom.
What?
No, he didn't hurt me.
Solomon, if he...
Really, he didn't hurt me, never.
Hello, can I come in?
This doesn't leave this room, okay? This doesn't leave this room.
Hello? Oh, hi, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to interrupt. Hi, I'm Jan Clark from the Oregonian. I'm sorry to interrupt. Hi, Solomon. Can I just sit down and observe? A friend of yours, a Diwata. We spoke last week. She's been leaving voicemails asking me if I'd stop by one of your rehearsals. And your dad, Solomon, he mentioned you were rehearsing, so he said he'd call you on your cell to tell you I was coming.
My cell was turned off.
Well, please, just pretend I'm not here. I'll just sit and observe if that's all right.
The three of us were just practicing Lincoln Douglas debate.
Lincoln Douglas is two people.
Would you be able to come back another time? We're just working on some rough spots, you know?
Oh. Well,
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just we're just a mess right now.
is there a particular rehearsal I should attend, or
You should come back and see us do group interpretation.
what's group interpretation?
It's a category in which all three of us come together to tell a story. It's the only one we do together.
What story will you be telling?
Not
No,
now.
Diwata.
We can tell any story we like. A fairy tale, a fable, a legend. But we've decided to tell our story. The story of how we came together.
Well, that's the story I'm hoping to capture. I cover the regional beat on the local NPR station. This is exactly the kind of story they love to air.
You mean it would be on the radio? Amazing.
Well, not so amazing. It would just be me reading a shortened version of the article I put together for the Oregonian.
Could I read it? I'm amazing at voiceovers.
Well, no. The journalists read their own reports.
I could play you. Could I play you?
No, Diwata.
What? Pull back.
I'm hoping to get this in the Sunday broadcast, so the sooner you guys can tell me your story, the better.
It's going to be pretty controversial. Just to warn you,
Diwata?
I didn't tell her anything.
What's controversial about it?
The rules of group interpretation say that you can't use costumes or props. And we use costumes and props. And that's going to be pretty controversial.
I see.
Dancing isn't allowed either, but I simply couldn't resist using the very special dance moves that Howard is going to teach us.
Jesus Christ!
What type of dance?
Striptease, mainly. I still have my body stocking.
That does sound controversial. And what is the significance of all this dancing?
Well, Jan, besides finally having a platform for my 10 years of jazz and modern dance, the significance of the striptease is to show that, as we shed our clothing, we are bearing, via metaphorical conceit, bearing our bathing suit areas, which is the term from Stranger Danger, the one that they use in place of penis and vagina. The piece is inspired by each of our own original flows, a mashing together of each of our voices.
Mostly hers.
And so, explain to me the whole bathing suit business again.
She means it's like we're showing people that ready or not.
Here come our bathing suit areas.
Please don't talk. We're showing people that ready or not, we're going to discuss things that are affecting us in real terms, adult terms, and we won't apologize even if it makes you uncomfortable.
And my moods aren't that special, just a disclaimer.
He's just nervous people will laugh at him. Childhood trauma.
People will laugh at us. If we do this to Diwata, they'll think you're a joke. I'm not sure she gets that.
I'm making the decision to not care, Howard. I get that people think that I'm... And FYI, I know what they think about you, Dancy Pants.
I'm really sorry about this.
Not at all. This is quite good timing, really. I'm writing a new foreword to my book. It deals with adolescence, how kids like you often form your own clusters apart from adults. And the formation of your group, I think it would be the perfect new beginning, capturing the image of you three performing this group event. What is it called?
Group interpretation.
Could I stop by sometime before Friday, just to see even a rough rehearsal? You've been doing me a huge favor. I'd speak to your parents, of course, to make sure this was okay.
What do we get out of it?
Diwata, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's a fair question. Other than an appearance in the Oregonian, I'm not sure what else I have to offer.
Is your sister-in-law still on the board of the Salem Dinner Theater? I Googled you, so... Sorry if that's weird.
Yes, it is weird, Diwata.
She's an actress.
I could certainly introduce you if you like.
That isn't necessary. We're not asking you for any favors.
Do you know anyone in town who might be willing to serve as an advisor for the Gay Straight Alliance at school? I've been looking for someone for over a month, but...
Howie.
Well, certainly no promises, but I might be able to help.
Again, there's no way we could be ready in time.
Solomon, your father told me about the article you wrote for the school paper. No promises, but there's a chance we could find a place for it in the Oregonian. Round 9, group interpretation.
Okay, boys, let's do this. Remember your cue, Solomon. Watch me if you get lost, and remember to start your grapevine with your left foot.
I don't think I can do this.
Howie, I might add an extra turn, too, so watch me if I want to do a double, okay? Solomon, a double is what people call it when you do 2 turns.
Let's just get this over with.
Wish me luck!
What is she doing?
It's unclear. I think that's a toe touch.
I'm not sure I can do this.
We're gonna do it together, okay?
I'm not taking my clothes off.
Trust the beige boxers. We'll be fine.
I forget when we enter now.
No, wait until she takes her shirt off.
Yeah!
There it goes.
Oh my god, she really does look nude.
Yeah!
Oh my god, is she?
No, she has no nipples, see?
Hey, here's her cue.
I'm so nervous.
5, 6, 5, 6, 7, go!
Round 10, oral interpretation of prose.
The may or may not be granting interviews, but 3 local students are talking about the biggest political scandal in Oregon's history. The newly formed speech and debate team at North Salem High School, led by team captain Diwata Jones, is attempting to explore the ins and outs of the sex scandal and other taboo topics using the various speech and debate categories in unconventional and creative ways.
Good, solid.
Regional beat reporter Jan Clark sat in on a recent rehearsal of the team and had a chance to speak with Salem's young oratorical pioneers.
The rehearsal I attended was anything but ordinary.
That's right.
Up first was a wild dance fantasia in which the kids removed their clothing to reveal that each of them was wearing beige undergarments.
Oh, she didn't get the metaphor.
A self-possessed symbol of their struggles to bare their souls to an adult community who rarely takes the time to listen.
Please call it Diwata again.
A more detailed description of the scene will make an appearance in the new foreword to my book, Adolescence Alone, now in its 8th printing at Simon & Schuster.
She's plugging her book?
As I note in my book,
Fuck you.
kids of this generation have a tendency to search out a safe place and escape from their loneliness, forming small, complex clusters of friends to help navigate the complex world of high school together.
Friends?
We are not.
Even as I wandered North Salem's halls, I was hit with my own fears and insecurities. I was also hit with the frightening familiar smells of the cafeteria, that odd scent of pine sol mingling with rotting food.
That would be my vomit.
And as I sat in the classroom, I was once again reminded of the simple truth. Adolescents crave meaningful relationships with adults who care about them.
Mother, please die so you will be dead. God.
That is an oversimplification of my own argument, which is thoroughly fleshed out in my book, Adolescence Alone, published by Simon & Schuster.
Stop plugging your book, Jan.
And as for Solomon, Howard, and Diwata,
Oh, come on.
at present their work may not be particularly groundbreaking.
Bitch.
And if their writing or performing does not show prodigious skill, someday soon this dynamic trio will be ready to share their performance with us. And when they are, I encourage you to show up with an open mind. If you go to listen, you will leave talking.
Jan Clark will be reading from her book, Adolescence Alone, at Barnes & Noble this Saturday at 1 p.m.
Media whore.
Round 11, Student Congress.
So, I'd like to officially call the first meeting of North Salem's Gay Straight Alliance to order.
How weird is it if we're the only members of the speech and debate team and the Gay Straight Alliance?
Haha. It's already after 3. I guess we should start. First on the agenda is a meet and greet introduction.
Hi, I'm Solomon.
Oh, hi. We actually met in the 3rd floor bathroom last year.
Okay,
Disgusting.
I'm sure more people come once the word gets out.
My parents think I'm doing community service.
Oh, how are Mary and Joseph?
That's not funny. They're shipping me out to Exodus again for their spring seminar.
Yikes.
We've got like a family therapist now, though, and she made them promise not to send me again if it doesn't work out.
That's some progress, yes?
Some, yeah.
Oh, can I put something on the agenda? The dates I'm going on for the Salem Dinner Theater production of Fiddler on the Roof? The theater is gay-friendly. It's relevant.
That's fine, Diwata.
How's that going?
I'm the standby for all the daughters. I have to serve drinks at intermission right now, which sucks, but I'm going on the 20th. Sprints is having her wisdom teeth out.
Nice.
Duly noted. Oh, come on in. There's no one there. That's weird.
Oh my god, we have a gay ghost. I love it.
It's Mr. Healy, haunting
That's not
us.
funny.
Haley's come to offer hand jobs to all incoming students.
Stop it. Come in.
You guys want to give me head, faggots?
It's your mom and dad, Solomon.
Do you think you don't think they heard what we were talking about, do you?
No. We didn't say anything specific about Mr. Healy. We just... No, I'm sure we did.
Diwata said about you heard what she said.
No one would know what that meant. It was a generic remark. God.
Well, should we keep going or?
Yes. What's next?
Election of officers. There are 4 positions open, so... I think we'll say that for next meeting, when the word spreads.
Definitely.
And that's it.
Okay.
Good.
Meeting adjourned.
Oh, and remember to tune into my podcast entry tomorrow, 8 p.m.
I have no other plans.
Later, ladies.
They didn't hear us.
You don't know that.
What if they did? I mean, what if they did?
I don't know what she saw. I don't know if Diwata told you details or if she said that I was the one who,
What does it matter?
yeah, well, because I'm not telling people that. Hey, maybe we could hang out sometime, like, for real, you know?
As friends, yeah.
Sure, of course it's friends.
I think it's clear you need a Christian hottie, you know.
Dude, of course, yes, cool. I am gonna find like 1 million at Exodus.
No, I know.
Definitely
I know.
awesome then. Well then, really cool then. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, and I did go to the park that night to meet Huey.
You said you didn't.
I didn't meet him, but because he never showed up. Guess he didn't like my picture. I shouldn't have said I was blonde. I'm kidding.
So,
I'm just telling you, I don't want to talk about it.
no. I don't either.
Round 12, Original Oratory.
Welcome to yet another entry in my daily monoblog. Right now, the overture is striking up for North Salem High's final dress rehearsal of Once Upon a Mattress. Sadly, I am not participating in this year's show due to miscasting. For weeks now, I pondered revenge, especially after meeting two lovely young ladies, two girly fans who loved my blog.
Kill her.
But then I stopped and asked myself, Diwata, what would Jesus do? What would Mary do? And then I thought, what would Mary Rogers do? I wondered, what would the organization in charge of licensing the rights to Once Upon a Mattress do? So I called and asked them. Imagine my surprise when I was informed that if any changes were made to the script without proper consent, a representative from the Rogers and Hammerstein organization would fly out, see the show, and if what I reported proved to be correct, the show would be shut down.
No, she didn't.
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. Still, if I were you, I wouldn't buy my tickets in advance. Rest in peace, Mary. Whether it be in a grave or on your living room couch, this flow is for you. Oh, oh, sing it with me now. Da 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 da. Take it home now. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Keep it down. Signing off for the last time. Good night.
Howie, are you singing in there?
Yes, I am. Do you have a problem with that?
No, but a neighbor asked that you please shut the window.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
I'm new to this chat room. Gay, white male, 16. Anybody out there?
This concludes our presentation of Speech and Debate by Stephen Carroll. The cast in alphabetical order was Andrea Bowen as Diwata, Nora Dunn as the teacher and reporter, Gideon Glick as Howie, Andre Soyuzzo as the father and radio host, and Bobby Steggert as Solomon. Live sound effects by Teresa Arison. Recording, editing, and mixing engineer Mark Holden. Directed by Matt August. Executive producer Susan Albert Lowenberg.